All right, it is a brand new day. The sun is shining real high today. Some optimal prime time sunlight conditions. So I'm gonna take this Blue Yeti that I have here in my car and then set up some of these 2 solar panels and show you what kind of readings that I'm gonna get and how long it'll do a charge from. All right, so I got this Blue Yeti pouch, and in this pouch I got my adapters, and I'm going to use the solar wire harness, which is this wire harness, and then get my Blue Yeti solar panel set up so that I can power up this thing. All right, so this is how I have the solar panel set up on my front windshield. I might move it up to the top of the roof over here like this, and then have it so that it's beaming with the sun right here. So real quick, this is the wire that's at the front of my windshield, and this is the one that's on the roof. To wire them in series, what you have to do is connect the red one with the black one, and then it leaves you with these 2 wires right here. And then you just take these to the adapter that's out back where my SUV's at. Okay, so when I'm in here, I have this adapter here that goes into the Blue Yeti device. And all I'm trying to do here is connect the black and red to the black and red on here. That's how you wire it in series. Just got to push until you hear that click noise, and it's set. Just going to plug it into the machine now. Okay, so I have the cable that's going to be coming down this side, and then just going to plug this in. The red notch is at the top so that I can make sure that the top fits right up to it. Okay, it is plugged in. And let's see what kind of wattage that I'm getting here. Okay, I'm showing it over here. It's picking up wattage. Right now it's at 33%, and it's drawn in 78 watts of power to about 100 watts. It keeps fluctuating. But moving around the panels is going to give it some optimum sunlight. I think from the top over here and the front over here, between these 2 angles, it's going to be a good way to measure how much sunlight I'll be able to get. Try to readjust some of these here, get a better angle here. It is a kind of a good, different kind of perspective there. Okay, so this is how I have it set up. I have it in the front of the windshield like this, and then the top of it over here. And with this setup right here, it's given a good angle, about a 45-degree angle to the sun. And here's the power reading. It's showing it at, let me try to cover this glare up. There it is, 142, 149. So at 33%, I'm going to start my stopwatch and see what kind of power I can get. Alright, so it is charging up in my car. I still have the panel set up, and it's going and going. I'm just watching it throughout the day. The sunshine is still good. There is no clouds that are out in the sky. Look at this nice daytime light. Alright, and just giving you a peek at what kind of wattage I'm getting, anywhere from 150 to 130 watts. It's at 43% now. And I've been charging this thing up since, let's see here, about an hour ago, okay? So, hour and 6 minutes, and it's brought it up about 10%, slowly but surely. I have 4 more panels that are on the way, and with those 4 panels I can charge up to 700 watts. So I'm really looking forward to testing those kinds of energy input later on. Having these energy panels on the windshield and having them wired over here into the front window with the window cracked like this, I have no problem with having the cord open like that much, and I don't think anyone's going to tamper with it. But if I wanted to leave this out during the daytime and it was raining, I think a better option would be to have one of those coverings that plastic covering that just loops a little bit over the window so that no rain or moisture would come inside of the vehicle. One more thing that I want to show on these panels is that they do have a way of tying down these corners here so that if you have an SUV like I do with the railings like this, you can tie them down like that. All right, so it's been about 3 hours and 30 minutes since I started charging this AC200 with solar power today. And the sun has moved from one angle to this side, so I'm gonna move my car to have the solar panels facing it more directly. Other than that, let me check what the update of this battery is. See if the capacity went up some. See if I can just angle it a little bit, not too much, but just so enough so the sun over there and my car over here is at a good angle here. Okay, I think that's gonna be good right there for my panels. Okay, on this end it's saying that there's 61% of my battery that's charged up and it's getting about 96 watts. 69 watts. And you know, the more that you use it and use it and use it, the more that you're going to save in electricity over the long run. But you know, it is interesting to use it and see that I can charge up things like my phone, my tablets, and other devices over and over again. I'm looking forward to saving some electricity bill while using this thing also. All right, so this is how I have my solar panels set up right now. And if there's any kind of shade or coverage of the sun, like right now there's some clouds going over the top like that, then it's gonna be affecting the input power of those solar panels. So right now, with even this cloud kind of coverage, it was reading about 90 watts in. So not a whole lot, but if you have 6 of these solar panels set up, it's definitely gonna give you more of a input in solar energy. Something to think about. All right, so that's my final test. 4 hours and 30 minutes later, I'm gonna take a look at this and see how much of it charged up. All right, on here we got 64%. So there's no input coming in now because the sun has set over there, and that makes sense. So I'm gonna fold these up. That was a good test. So here's something that I have hooked up to the back of my trunk using the Bluetti power generator. I have these Christmas lights set up in here, and I have an extension cord running to it that's drawing some power, but very minimal power. And that's how I'm able to pull some wattage from here. It's pretty cool. It's just another way to put some decorations on the wall like that. I think it's a neat little piece. Make it feel more like Christmas. And that's pretty much going to do it for my review of how those 2 solar panels with the AC200 works. I hope you found this video informational. If you're ever thinking of purchasing the AC200 and are running it off the grid without any kind of hookup, and want to get an idea of how fast that device is going to charge up. I'm waiting for 4 more panels to arrive, so once those do arrive, I'll do the test and review of how those power volts are going to knock up. Each of those panels will put out 120 volts each, so you can get a general idea of what the maximum capacity and the maximum output of the voltage is going to be. All right, so stay tuned, okay? Peace.
Raindrop, drop top, top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Cooking up, open the park pot.